Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball. Ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Reception.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Get to Pittsburgh. Quarterback, don't get nervous. Trap. We begin.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a loose football. And what a return as as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now Rosen. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets. Him up nicely, first and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That's me. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Geis, they'll try to run him. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over first and 10
Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Let us down. Big series right here. We got to step up. Mike, It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
At the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Here we go. 54. 6-yard. 54, Mike. Check, 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 check. Check 13. Check 13.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Catch is made. It's Harmon. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rose into the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Pass. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Geis with a carry on second down. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1 yard gain there following the 3 yard pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That's good for 28 yards. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Mostert. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now Bridgewater being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
54.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Alert.
On first down, this is Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
it's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. In for the sack, Deion Jones. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
180. 54 miles. All day, pump, slam.
This is Geis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Rosen. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
45. Mike, 45. All right.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Puts this one through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Just go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Guys, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get him! 54.
Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rosen. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On third down, Rosen. He sets to fire. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Saints 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Come to my world. We want it.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
No. Off. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
He wasn't ready.
Coverage by Aaron Neal.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go. We got this. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Cover. 45's the mic. Come on. 45. Mike, 45. Look at it. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch twist.
So that'll back him up 5.
He's coming. We got double up. Watch twist.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
I'm here all day. Check.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here. Live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Defense, let's go. Watch it. Right there, 54, right there.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Monday. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Here's Rosen. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They run with Geis. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Silver. Rush in. Check.
Charge, go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
18
Brings up 2nd and 9.
61, matchbox, lights.
Mike's by 4. Let's go one more. Check 37.
22 jet bomber.
To throw on 2nd down. Riley. It's caught. Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Greystone, travel.
Right there. 54 Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I got him.
Hey, check 24. Get it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
6-6. Bullet high. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go. Ready.
Now Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Protein spill. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Blue draw quarters. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're out. Hey, Sam off. Hey. High 7. Yo, go. Hey, go.
On 4th down, Riley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the drive starts with a completion left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
We got three. Watch 18. Monday. Watch a slant. Watch A. Wahoo.
Throwing now is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Riley nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. Watch 7.
Now.
7. Watch 7. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
2nd and 15. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better As you end a ball game, it's been a frustrating one for you.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to fire one deep up. That's caught inside the 20. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Atlanta, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milks. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's